Hello everyone. So today we are going to have a very special session which is about cats. So we'll be answering all your questions related to cats. Hello. So Dr. Dhananjay Pandit will be joining us soon. So Dr. Dhananjay Pandit is specializing in food hygiene and has 20 plus years of experience in pet nutrition. And he's currently working as Vet Affairs Manager in Scientific Remedies, which represents international brands like Hills Pet Nutrition and Bafer. He should be here soon. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, doctor.
Good evening. How are you?
I am good.
I am good.
Am I audible?
Yeah, just 1 second.
Yeah, just 1 sec.
Hello.
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 Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Are both of us
Are
audible?
both of us audible?
Can anybody give
Can
us a
anybody
thumbs
give
up?
us a thumbs up?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
So, doctor, can you please
So, doctor, can you please
brief us about
brief
cats?
us about cats? Like,
We all know about dogs.
we all know
but
about
how are
dogs,
cats
but how are
different
cats
from dogs?
different from dogs?
First of all, when we bring a puppy home, the puppy comes into our family. The difference in the cat is that cat accepts you in its family. There's a big difference.
Yes.
A puppy comes
Yes.
into your family, a cat accepts you into the family. Anatomically, there are so many differences. I don't know how many people know
Yes.
dogs have 42 teeth, cats have 30 teeth.
Right.
Dogs have around 1,700 olfactory receptors per square centimeter. And not olfactory, the taste receptors. The tasting receptors, they have 1,700, while cats have only 500.
Yes.
You and me, we have 9,900 per square centimeter.
Right.
Cats have 200 million smelling receptors, way above a dog. Way above a dog. So a smelling sense of a cat is very, very important for a cat. It also helps it in the prey. It also makes her, understand and recognize smells which we don't understand.
Okay.
Many a times these smells are offensive to the cat. A cat makes noises, I mean the meows, at least 12 types of meows, and every meow has a different meaning. Every organ of a cat, you look at the pupils, you look at the whiskers, you look at the tail, you look at the hackles. So everything tells you about how the cat is feeling.
Every action.
Yes, dogs can have their food in 2 meals, 3 meals. They are gulpers, they are gobblers, while a cat is a nibbler. It's a nibbler. So it will, see, not necessary every cat, but most of the cats would love to have 10, 15 meals a day. Like, because in the wild they do that because they are preying on small insects. They can also prey on a rabbit. They can also eat mice. They can eat some insects. And for every prey they want to catch, they have to have at least 5 to 6 attempts. So look at the kind of energy they are spending. And this hunting is an experience for a cat. A cat is a solitary hunter.
Right.
It doesn't hunt in a pack. Of course, they can. Maybe some of the cats would jointly hunt, but mostly they are solitary hunters. While a dog is always hunting in a pack. Hunting for a cat is fun. Fun in the sense it's an experience.
Right.
What does a cat do? It stalks.
Yes.
It stalks,
Yes.
then it gives a paw, it attacks, it plays, it kills, and then eats a little bit. So it is eating 15 meals a day or 10 meals a day, and every time it is spending energy. So this is a difference. There are so many other differences in a cat, that like the eyes are binocular, they can view the depth. The whiskers can act as a GPS for a cat. So there are so many differences, but the basic difference
Right.
is that they accept you in the family. Cats are not aloof.
Okay.
We feel the cats are aloof. See, if we know and we think like a cat, having a cat will be a wonderful experience. So it depends upon how you know your cat. It depends upon that whether your Jodi will be number one made in heaven or your Jodi is made in the hell. So it can be both ways. It can be both ways. The dogs will teach you to raise babies. Like घर में कोई बच्चा आ रहा है, तो having a puppy is like, getting an experience of raising a baby. Getting a kitten and a cat home is like raising a teenager, not a baby, like a teenager with tantrums.
Right.
So
Right.
this is what is a cat. I mean, both animals are wonderful. It's wonderful to have both of them as pets. They also make wonderful pets together. Of course, you should know how to introduce a cat in a dog home, or introduce a dog into a cat home.
Yes.
So all these things are possible only when you know to think like a cat. You know what a cat is all about. So there are certain requirements of a cat. And what I am going to do with you today is we are going to talk about behavior management, and of course answer
Yes.
questions whichever will come from the audience.
Right.
Right.
So we already have.
So
a
we
few
already have a
questions.
few questions.
Okay.
So.
So
First question is
first question is
feeding.
about feeding.
Like
Like,
how many times?
How
to
many
feed
times
a
to
cat?
feed a cat?
How many times to feed a cat? See,
Yes,
there are
in a
various
day.
ways.
Yes, in a day.
Yes, there are ways of feeding a cat. See, sometimes you feel a bowl and keep it for the cat. Cat comes and nibbles. That is one type of feeding. Second type of feeding is to measure the amount of food a cat is going to eat. Like for example, there is a cat which is an adult cat and it is 4 kgs body weight. So generally what I calculate is, I calculate the energy requirement of a cat, which is 60 kilocalories per kg per day. So my cat requires 240 kilocalories, and that 240 kilocalories come from 55 grams or 60 grams of the food, depending upon the energy content of the food. So what I do is I measure the 60 grams, put it into the bowl. In multiple cat houses, it is very difficult to do this, but still you try to measure and give. When you try to measure and give, what happens is the cat is at home.
Right.
Many a times this indoor cat is neutered. So what happens is the need of the energy requirement of the cat is reducing because it is not so active. It is not going to play so much. So its need is it's decreasing, but the cat wants to eat more. So what happens is it leads to obesity, and obesity is a condition where you can have so many other diseases associated with an obesity. So you really need to control the feeding of a cat by measuring the amount, and that measured amount either if you are giving a homemade food, you won't be able to know the energy thing. It is difficult to calculate. You need some expert to calculate that energy for you. Otherwise, you won't know. But basically, a cat, sometimes if they are 3 times feeders, so you give 3 times food. So energy requirement decides.
Depends on the energy
Depends on the
requirement.
energy
energy
requirement.
requirement.
And
But
how
generally,
active the cat
you calculate and put the food, and they will come and nibble.
Okay.
Okay.
So next
So
question is
next
how
question
to
is
litter
how to
train
litter train
kittens or cats?
kittens or cats.
Litter training is see, basically when you bring in a kitten, she doesn't know what is a litter tray. See, what is in the wild for a cat is a cat would go and dig. It will dig, it will do its job, and then it will bury it. And it will always do it away from where the cat is staying and eating, because it's always having this fear of being attacked. So when you bring the cat home, the similar kind of thing has to be given to the cat, but it doesn't know what is a litter tray. So when a kitten comes, you give it a sanctuary. So before you bring a kitten, you should have a litter tray. You should make arrangement for the food and the water. The placement of the food and the water should be very far away from the litter box. If you have the food and water near the litter box, it is going to have effect on the cat, because food, water, and litter box don't go together in a cat's habitat. So what you do is, see, initially the cat is going to, or the kitten is going to do her job outside. So you have a litter box, you have a litter. It depends on the kitten. You have to look at the size. According to the kitten size, you have to select a litter box. So what you do is, you have a litter box. You put in the litter inside. You can put your kitten in the litter box on the litter. If it stays there, it gets used to that litter. You rub the litter in the tray. You rub the paw of the kitten in the tray. It doesn't want to do the job still in the litter box. It is doing outside. Take off some of that, whatever stools and whatever urine it has done outside. Take it and put it into the litter box. By that smell, it will be influenced, to go to the litter box. That is how you train a kitten or a cat or an adult.
Even an adult cat
Even
is
an
trained
adult
the
cat
same
is
way.
trained the same
Yes,
way.
same way.
Okay.
Same way. Every training is special.
Right.
Every training is special, and every training is bringing a bond between the cat parent and the cat.
Yes, bonding is
Yes,
very
Cats
bonding
are
is
important.
very,
very
very
important.
special in the sense they have to be, you really have to pamper them. They're teenagers.
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
tease them. You don't take them out for their littering. Of course, there are indoor and outdoor cats which will go out and come in and only come for food. So it's a different kind of ways. You can have an indoor cat. You can have an outdoor cat. You can have an outdoor cat just comes because it has a food source with you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is how you train a cat. Litter train a cat.
Okay.
I would suggest for everybody, because every cat has its own preference of the litter. See, when it is a kitten, it is when you have a dusty litter or you have a powder litter, there is a chance that the kitten may ingest or inhale. So during kittenhood, maybe you would use pellets in the kittenhood so that it doesn't ingest and doesn't inhale. And when it is becoming bigger, I would suggest clumping, because clumping is easier to clean.
Clean,
Clay
yes.
clumping
Clean,
litter
yes.
is easier to clean. And but one thing is that you have to clean that clumps. Just imagine a human being wanting to go and cross the mounds of
Correct.
rocks
Correct.
and mud and go and do his job. The
Yes.
same thing is
Yes.
happening with the cat. So cat gets disturbed, then it will come out and do a job somewhere else. So whenever I look at a litter tray, I observe so many things. That litter,
Yes.
everything is in the litter box. There are so many things in the litter box. So this is how you train a cat.
Also,
or a kitten.
Also,
what kind of
litter box
would you suggest?
would you
The
suggest?
open
The
one or the
open one
closed
or
one?
the closed one?
See, I would not suggest. I would want the cat to decide. There are certain cats who may like to have a closed box, but for me, I think a closed box, if it is a need, special need, then you use a closed box. But a closed box with an opening at the top, at least a ventilation at the top and the front. That kind of opening. But I would prefer to have an open one, because in a closed atmosphere, a cat may not get place to escape. See, when a cat is doing the job of littering, it's a very private job for a cat.
Yes.
And it is
Yes.
always looking at a threat in which it is going to be attacked. So when it is going to be attacked, it is also looking at a space where it can escape. So placing a litter box, which kind of litter box? I would say open. What size? you have to look at the size
Depend
also. For
on
an
the-
adult cat,
Depend on the
yes, adult cat,
yes.
you have to have a size in such a way that if a cat is going to go and do a job, that it will dig, it will do the job, it will bury it. The next time it comes, it has to have
Enough
a place
space.
to
Enough
stand,
space.
again dig, again bury, again do the job and bury it. So it has to have that space. The cat is a very clean animal, so it cannot stand on the job done before and it will do a job again. It will say, I don't want to do that. I want to go and do outside.
Right.
So when I say think like a cat, see, I don't want to make any choices of myself. Like I don't make a choice. You have so many fancy, you yourself are a shop. You have so many fancy litter boxes. I would say a plain litter box, the dimension of which is like, I would say 1.5 times of the length of a cat. Or you can say from the head to the tip of the end of the tail is the length.
Okay.
Tailless cat length is the width. And the height of the cat litter box should be at least 5 inches or 7 inches. So even if it is 5 inches, for a kitten it is very difficult. So you will have to have one slit which is 3 inches where the kitten can go inside. When the cat is old and it is not able to go inside, you will have to have a different kind of cat litter, cat litter tray, wherein there should be a place where the cat can enter very easily. Even a cat with medical problems like arthritis. So you have to look at the need of a cat. Otherwise, it will go and do outside. An old cat may not have that kind of control over the bladder. So you may require to place the litter boxes on so many litter boxes, so that wherever she requires or he requires, it gets a litter box and it does its job. So this is what about litter box is something I do a presentation for an hour, 2 hours. Only litter box and litter.
Yes.
With the litter, you have so many litters. You have a sand, you have a sawdust, you have a non-clumping, you have clumping, you have clay,
Clumping.
you have degradable, organic, so many things. But ultimately, it's the cat which
Who
should
decides?
decide.
Who decides?
If the cat is declawed, it cannot stay on a litter which is coarse, which is hard. So it has to be soft. So selecting a
many
litter,
factors.
So many
selecting a litter
factors.
box is a science. And it's a science which goes along with the requirement of a cat and study of a cat.
Correct.
Correct.
So
So
again, the question is
about
about litter box.
litter box.
How to clean the
How
litter
to
box
clean the
and
litter
how
box
often?
and how often?
See, how often depends upon how many cats going into the litter box. Generally, I would say I would prefer a clumping litter. I would say I would clean the clumps at least 2 times a day. 2 times a day, and I will wash. It is like this. If you have a cat doing a job, the urine has nitrogenous substances. So it has uric acid, urates, it has nitrogenous substances, it has creatinine, it has electrolytes, and all these are going to degrade into ammonia and then degrade into mercaptans. These mercaptans smell like hell. So a lot of people say we should not have a cat because the cat litter box stinks. The cat litter box stinks because of the cat parent, not because of the cat. The cat urine is going to stink because the cat is basically a desert animal. It concentrates its urine. It's the way of eating and the way of nitrogenous substances coming into the urine. They are going to, because they are lying into a cat litter, they are going to decompose. So if you don't remove it, so there is a way of removing it. So clean it twice at least a day, and it doesn't take much time. More you clean, the better it is. And then you are avoiding so many infections. You are avoiding, ammonia can be, maybe you are asthmatic. If you are asthmatic, the kind of litter you use or kind of cleaning you do is different. You should be doing it quite regularly. So cleaning is something which is very individualistic, but I would prefer clean every 2 days and complete cleaning and complete removal of the litter. I would do 15 days.
Okay.
People who have more cats, they may say, oh my God, 15 days. But then you can have a litter which can sustain that kind of, but generally whatever marketing jargon can happen, the cat litter is going to stink. The urine goes down below and a lot of people say my litter box is such that you don't need to clean the inner. The naked box you don't need to clean. It's not so. You should be cleaning because that urine is going to percolate to the box. The box bottom, and it is going to lie there. It is going to emit smells, and these smells are not good for you, not good for them. It may be a reason for aversion of a cat not using a cat litter box. One of the aversion is that you are not cleaning the litter properly. So how do you clean it? You clean it with maybe you can use mild disinfectants like a bleach powder.
Okay.
You can use soap water. You can put hot water and let it remain there, but you should not be using something which is going to give out a smell of ammonia.
All right.
All right.
Or you should not be using something which is going to like I told you about the 200 million olfactory receptors.
Yes.
Yes.
So these receptors may, they can smell much more than you. The cats can even hear more than you. 2 octaves more than you. A KG for you is not a KG for her. A light music is not light music for her. The same way the smell is going to affect the cat. So it is good that you clean and you don't use a very offensive disinfectant. Otherwise, again, there will be an aversion of the cat going to the litter box.
Okay. We have one question.
We have one
here.
question here.
It
Says,
can you please let
can
me
you
know
please
what's
let me know what's
clumping litter
clumping litter
and what's the difference
and what's the
between
difference
clumping
between
and dry
clumping
litter?
and dry litter?
See, a clumping litter will have bentonite, and this bentonite has a heavy duty absorption power. And because it has a heavy duty absorption power, it will clump, it will form a mold. So 2 ways of testing a litter which is clumping is to see how fast it is clumping, how much absorption it is doing. So we want an absorption of whatever urine has to be absorbed, whatever that formation of the lump happens, how fast. And then when you take out the lump and throw it from a distance, is known as a throw test. It should not break.
Okay.
So it is about the sodium bentonite in the litter. It will decide how much it is going to clump. So litter can be even a beach sand. See, cats in the wild, they don't use any bentonite. We use bentonite because we use this kind of clumping litter because it is easier for us to clean. Cats are okay to be on such kind of a litter, but sometimes a lot of people use sawdust. It depends upon what it has. The bentonite content of the litter will decide on its clumping.
Okay.
Okay.
Then one more question.
More question we have.
How do I get
my cat to
stop hitting on
stop
my dog?
hitting on my dog?
Stop hitting on your
my
dog.
dog.
Hitting my dog. Yeah.
I have seen,
Cat
but
slaps.
they're playing.
Cat
They're
slaps.
playing. They're playing. Is the dog happy to play with the cat or how it is? I don't know whether Mira Thoser is attending this because she has one cat and 3 dogs, even a Rottweiler, and the cat bullies all the dogs.
Yes. So many.
Yes.
So,
So many
what do
times
you
I've
do
seen
to
dogs getting the
stop?
cat slaps.
What do you do to stop? Are they playing or they are fighting? If they are fighting, then the introduction has not happened. Was the cat first in the house or the dog first in the house? This is a very counseling type of a question. It doesn't have a simple straight answer. It will require, Purvi, I would request you such kind of questions which require counseling. Please ask them to give you your number, or they can through you, or they can contact me, and then we can have a discussion.
Yeah, so he has
and
written.
try to solve this problem. But I think they must be playing.
He has written.
Ask her
He
why,
has
whether they're
written he
playing or
slaps
they're
every day.
fighting.
For no reason. They
For
are
no
fighting.
reason they
I'm
are
sure if
fighting.
they were fighting, then the gentleman or the gentle lady would have taken a decision of not having one, or then you can keep it in other room. Generally, the territorial instinct of a dog and a territorial instinct of a cat is different. If it was a cat, another cat, it would have been very difficult. So there is a way of introducing a dog, a way of introducing a cat. uh, there is a counseling which is done. Generally, it's something which is done by cat behaviorists. There are a lot of cat behaviorists around now. So they counsel, if the dog is to be taken with the cat. So cat is there from the beginning, and the dog is going to be taken in. So you look at whether you are taking a dog which has an history of attacking a cat, or it is a breed which is docile, it is a small breed, it is a large breed. Is he going to be gentle? Is your cat the other way also? The cat is she okay with accepting? And how to make them accept is not suddenly. You don't give shocks. You slowly introduce. It's a very nice way of introducing a cat to a dog, or a dog to a cat.
Okay.
And first of all, you bring a cat, you bring in a basket. Dog is there. Dog is there in the house from the beginning. Dog is guarding the house. Cat is marking a territory because they have this ownership thing. Sometimes you get a cat, you are sleeping and a cat walks on you. Why it is walking on you? Why it is rubbing on you? Because it is saying this you belong to me. I am marking you because I am putting my ownership on you.
True.
Okay. So what you do is you bring a cat in the basket, you put it in some other room, you prepare the sanctuary, you let the cat be there, you provide it with put it in the crate, but put the door open. The door of the room has to be totally closed. There should be no contact with the dog. The cat should be allowed to explore the territory. Then it will get used to get litter trained, and all kind of training is done. Then maybe a little bit, you try to make the dog go into some other room and take the cat out and explore the territory of the dog.
So
When
the
the dog comes
So
introduction,
the
back, it will
introduction
know the
part is
smell.
very important.
Smell the smell. Then keep the door ajar, a little bit ajar. Let the dog listen to the cat's calls, or cat mewing, or feel her eating. It's very difficult for a cat and a dog to be eating. Even if there are different bowls, the dog will want to eat from the cat's bowl, because cat food is more proteinous, more fatty, more interesting for a dog. So it would want to put his mouth. So what you do is you try to make sure that the cat has its feeding bowl at a height where it is not accessible for the. You don't want a dog looking at a cat when it is doing littering. When it is doing its job of littering, and the dog is sniffing around her, it is a very private affair. The cat will never want that. So you need to be taking care of all this. So it's very interesting, but a counseling question. So I hope I answered.
yes.
I hope I answered.
So Sahana has
So
a question.
Sahana has a question.
Why do cats
Why
chew
do
on
cats
grass?
chew on grass?
See, a cat has this yearning for fiber. So that fiber, if you are not, it's not getting a fiber, so it will want to go and munch on a grass, or maybe it has a hairball which it wants to remove. So it will eat a grass and immediately regurgitate a hairball. So these are the two reasons why a cat would want to, or it can be a vice. It can be a vice of attacking and attacking your pot and all. But generally, these are the two things which a cat would want to do this for.
Okay.
To emit the hairball, or it has a craving for the fiber.
Okay.
Maybe then you will have to increase the fiber in the food. It's okay to okay for a cat is in the wild also it forages on the they love it, so there is no harm in doing that. Many of the people also plant grass for the cats.
Yes.
Wheat grass, they plant oat grass. See, it's no harm in cat eating grass.
So Dr.
So
Makrand
Dr.
has a
Makrand
question.
has a question.
How can a cat's
How can a
diet
cat's diet
and cat's litter
and cat's
material
litter
selection
material selection
should be correlated?
should be correlated?
No, I did not get the question. Repeat.
How can a
How
cat's
can a
diet
cat's diet
and a cat's
and
litter
a cat's
material
litter
selection
material selection
should be correlated?
should be correlated?
Cat's diet.
Like what they are eating
Like what they are eating
and
and
choosing of the cat
choosing
litter
of the cat
material
litter material
Is there a relation
Is there a
between two?
relation between two?
See, see a relation between a diet and the stools. See, stools, we store stools. So when we store stools, we talk about a score of 4, which is known as perfect, which is what I learned from my guru. He told me when you stoop and scoop, you should be like stoop and scoop.
Right.
So if you hold the stool, it should not fall off. It should be rightly made. So if a food or if the cat is eating too much than the requirement, if the food is not good, the kind of stool it is going to produce will be more watery. So if it is more watery, it is better to have something which is absorbent. But I was telling you again and again that I would prefer a clumping litter. See, the food and a litter, I cannot find a. If the question can be more detailed,
Right.
Right.
more detail, it will be much better.
Okay. Now Nidhi has
Now
asked a
Nidhi
question.
has asked a question.
My cat
My
mostly
cat
pees a lot,
mostly pees a lot,
but she doesn't drink
but she
much
doesn't
water.
drink much water.
What does she eat?
Eating, she has
Eating,
If she is eating wet food or home food, there is 75% above water in the food. So the water is available for the cat. If it is peeing more, then it's a sign that she should see the veterinarian.
okay, because she has mentioned
Because
this
she
is
has
happening
mentioned this
since
is happening
5 days.
since 5 days.
She should be visiting the veterinarian.
Okay.
If it is like more urine production, the cat should be getting a water somewhere. That cat must be getting water must be a wet food or must be a homemade food. So cat is getting water from there.
Okay.
So I would whenever there is any change in the urine color, the urine frequency, even when there is a difficulty in passing the urine, all these are signs of a disease, a kidney disease. When we talk about LUTD or lower urinary tract disease, so these are the reasons why a cat would, or other environmental reasons. Maybe there is a cat at home. Maybe if the cat is disturbed, but generally, for this case, she should visit a vet.
Okay.
Okay.
And get her checked, because once she gets checked, it's all right. Then we will look at other problems in the house. Me sitting here cannot judge
Yes.
what's happening.
Yes.
So it's better
So
to
she is
consult
the
a
best
vet.
judge.
consult
She is
a
the
vet.
best judge. She knows our cat's behavior. She is the best judge. Is the cat in pain? Is she doing it? Since she has asked this question, definitely she must have felt that this is not regular, or this
Yeah,
is
she has
something.
Yeah,
mentioned
she
this
has
is
mentioned
happening
this
since
is
5
happening
days.
since 5
Yeah.
days.
So she should be visiting a vet.
Okay.
What is the age of the cat?
Age,
Age, I don't know.
age she hasn't mentioned.
Age she hasn't mentioned.
So we'll take the
What
So
cat
next
is
we'll
that?
take the
question.
next question.
I have two
I have
cats,
2 cats
and they have 9
and they have
kittens,
9 kittens,
approximately
Wow.
1 month.
approximately 1 month.
How to manage
How to
all of
manage
them?
all of them?
He should have neutered the male and spayed the female. See, I will tell you, a couple of cat in 10 years produces 45,000 kittens.
My
That is why we
My
always talk about neutering and spaying. There are instances in places like Australia where they are euthanizing. They're euthanizing cats. It is so bad. We can neuter, we can spay. The cat, if it is taken proper care, it will increase the lifespan. It will decrease the chances of cancer. It will decrease the chance of pyometra, which is a uterine condition, and you are removing the uterus. It is ovariohysterectomy. The ovaries and the uterus is removed. The chances of pyometra doesn't occur. So all these pluses are there when you neuter or you spay the cat. And a lot of people say, no, it's natural and let it be like that. But it's natural, let it be like that. Now you have 9 kittens. 9 kittens. The female will again come and heat. Again, she will want a mating. And most of the cat mating will produce kittens. because cat is a induced ovulator. When the cat is mated, there is a ovulation, the egg is laid, chances of having kitten is more 4 to 5, then 3 times at least it will have. So every time it comes in heat, it has to be mated. Otherwise, the female is going to make life hell for him. The male is going to make life hell for him. ये ऐसा होगा, एक दूसरे के लिए स्टोरी चालू हो जाएगी, तो हर टाइम उसको मेट करना पड़ेगा. तो इट इज बेटर फॉर हिम टू न्यूटर. हाउ टू टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम? Needs for a kitten, needs of a kitten are different. The needs in the sense every need is different, and first of all, initially it will be dependent on the mother's milk. If the mother's milk is not available, then they have to use some artificial preparations like beef-or lactol.
Yes.
They can use. If the mother is producing milk, then the best is the mother's milk. You have to look at, as a kitten, you have to look at the immunity gap. So you will have to, you have to supplement the kitten with something to fill up the immunity gap and have antioxidants, have vitamins into the food. I mean, with the food, you can use something like top 10 cat. And regarding the rearing, see, 9 cats, and if he doesn't want to give it away, so it will become 9 kittens and 2 cats. So 9 and 2 is 11. See, when they grow up, there is no mother and son thing in them. So there will be a fight for the territory. There will be a fight for the litter. There will be a fight for the food bowl. There will be a fight for the water bowl. And the normal trend is that number of cats plus 1 is the litter tray requirement.
Okay.
They can eat from the bowl, but you have to be, they have to be reared that way, that they eat from the same bowl. But still, maybe you will have to have everyone having an individual bowl, individual. You cannot say it's a cat, so you cannot say. So it's better that he. If it's a cat which is a purebred cat, there will be people who want to buy it. Otherwise, he can get the kittens adopted to nice houses. It will be such a nice thing, and get the somebody neutered or spayed, and avoid this problem again.
Right.
Right.
So next question.
So next question we have.
My kittens are 2 months
Kittens
old,
are 2 months old
and they vomited
and they
twice in a
vomited
week.
twice in a week.
How can I help?
How can
stop
I
them?
help stop them?
See, vomition how was the vomition? I mean, was it immediately after eating, or it was after some time? So if it is immediately after eating, it's a regurgitation. It can be a situation where there is an acidity. How much water is he drinking? What food it is being given? What is the quality of water? How many times the water is changed? Whether he cleans the bowl regularly, and cleaning with what? See, there are so many things. Vomition. Is it a vomition or a regurgitation? Is there a loose stool or a diarrhea? It's a diarrhea. Has he changed the food recently? Because change of food can do this. It can create a nutritional diarrhea. Every time you change the food change has to be slow, and that slow can not be defined as a default 4 days or default 7 days. It depends upon the animal. Every kitten is different, every cat is different, so it will depend upon his constitution how many days it will take to shift the food or change the food. So if he is doing all these things, I mean, only a vomition cannot tell anything to me. One thing you can do is, if he has a pH paper, take the pH of the vomit. If the pH is acidic, it is vomit. It is not acidic, it is not vomit. It's a regurgitation. It is just taken out the food. Maybe it's a repulsion of something. Maybe it has some experience of the food and some bad experience. Maybe it has been yelled at. Food is given and is yelled at. It will make a connection. So there are so many things which you have to look at. I'm sorry, I cannot answer this question. If it is vomiting, what should I do? I mean, he should go and see a vet.
She has mentioned. I change water 3
times a day.
But they also eat
adult cat food sometimes.
Adult cat food?
Kittens eat
Oh.
adult cat.
Kittens eat adult
No,
cat.
no, 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 no way. No adult cat food. So when the adults are being paired, the kitten is away. When the kitten is paired, the adults are away, or they are paired in separate rooms. And this change of they should not be eating adult food. But vomation, why? Still, it remains vomation, why? So is she? Can you ask her whether this happens immediately after eating the food?
Yeah. Eva,
Yeah.
if
She
you
is
can
listening and
Eva,
she
if
is
you
writing.
can answer.
like, do they vomit
Like, do
immediately
they vomit
after
immediately
eating?
after eating?
Are they eating fast? So if they are eating fast, they should
I think in
they
the
should not be
meantime,
eating fast.
we'll answer next
We'll answer next
question.
question.
My cat doesn't.
My cat doesn't.
I cannot hear you, Purvi. You have to put your
Once.
earphones. Earphones.
My
Yes.
cat doesn't
My
drink
cat
water.
doesn't drink water.
Oh, the cat doesn't drink water. What does the cat eat?
That again
That
they have not
again
mentioned.
they have not
So
mentioned.
just
So just
See, if a cat is not drinking water, see, basically a cat loves to drink water, flowing water. Sometimes open a tap for her. Sometimes maybe the bowl which is given to her, maybe it's not. See, a cat would love to drink or eat food from a ceramic bowl, which has a very big circumference. Why a big circumference? Because the whiskers of the cat are equivalent to it should not be touching the borders of the bowl, because it continuously touching the bowl, it is going to create a sense of pain, and the cat may stop drinking water, stop eating food. So that can be a reason. So we say that a cat is not eating food. There are so many reasons for a cat to not eat food. There are so many reasons for a cat not to drink water. Maybe the cat is getting its water from somewhere else and it doesn't require. Maybe you could use fountains. Maybe you can is there any other cat in the house? Is somebody saying that this is my territory and you don't come here? So you put another bowl for her. So it will depend on various situations why the cat is not drinking water. If the cat health is normal, that is also a question. So one thing is that you can have a tap water which is open. Running water is preferred. You can have a fountain. You can flavor the water with maybe a stock of tuna. You can flavor the water.
okay.
So that it is interesting. But drinking water is very, very essential for a cat. A cat requirement of water is around 50 to 60 ml per kg body weight. So generally we say how many calories a cat is eating, the same ml is the drinking requirement of the cat. So a 4 kg cat will require 240 ml per day. That 240 ml, some can come from the wet food it is eating, or home food it is eating. So rest will come from the water. So we feel the water consumption is less, but the cat is having its own water. Starving a cat is no. Starving a cat is no of the water. Water has to be there. Water is the most important nutrient. We always talk about nutrients, isn't it?
Yes.
So the water is the most important nutrient for a cat or a dog, or for you and me also. Just imagine we don't having water in our body, dehydrated.
Yeah, it is very
So
important.
it's
very important.
Yes, it's very important.
So Eva has
So
answered.
Eva has
She
answered.
said,
She said yes, they vomit immediately after eating.
So it's a regurgitation. So first of all, make sure that you don't give the adult food. Ask her to, if she is giving dry food, shift it to wet food.
Okay.
And try. So we do a trial and error. So that it is eating slowly, it is not regurgitated.
Okay.
Okay.
So next question
So
is,
next question is,
my 1.5
my 1.5 year old cat
is sometimes
is
inactive.
sometimes inactive.
So can I use
So can I use catnip for him?
See, catnip is very is something like happiness. What is catnip? You know, it's a plant. It's a plant known as Nepeta cateria. Nepeta cateria. So this is a plant. It has stems and it has leaves. So this leaves can be eaten. You can dry it. You can also have some liquid. It has an ingredient which is known as Nepeta lactone. This Nepeta lactone mimics the pheromone type of smell, and immediately the cat goes into ecstasy, and it rolls, and it loves it. A little bit eaten also, no problem, but little bit. But if you do it continuously, like you should not be every day doing this. You should be giving some gap in exposing the cat to a catnip. If you do it regularly, then it will be like, you know, immune system. I mean, it's a immunity coming in, not immunity, but exactly. But the cat becomes immune to that smell, and then 80% of the cats are excited by stimulated by a catnip. Not all cats are stimulated by a catnip. So maybe this cat is not stimulated by the catnip. Don't worry, there is nothing wrong with the cat. Some cats are, my maximum cats are stimulated. Many cats are not stimulated. So not to worry. But you can, yes, you can expose it to the catnip, and she will be very happy.
Okay. So we have two
So
questions
we have two questions
related to
related to
vaccination.
vaccination.
So first is
How
old does a
old does a kitten has to be to get a rabies shot?
and
And
vaccination schedule
of adult cats.
8 weeks, 12 weeks.
Okay.
12 weeks you get a
Okay.
rabies, and every year you get a booster.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
deworming.
Pardon me?
Deworming.
Oh, deworming. Deworming you can do every 21 days in a kitten, and then every 3 months. But essential, very essential. Very essential. You should not miss deworming.
So deworming is
So deworming is
important.
extremely important.
Extremely important. Vaccination, extremely important. Nutrition, giving the right food, extremely important. Hygiene, I mean, see, in a cat health, there are 3 factors. One is genetics, one is nutrition, third is environment. So managemental. Environment will constitute vaccination, will constitute before vaccination. You have to do deworming. You have to do deworming regularly. There are certain worms which can be zoonotic, which you can get it from the cat. You should be worrying about the transmission of these worms from the cat to you. If you have fleas, then there can be a tapeworm for a cat. That tapeworm, you can also get a tapeworm. So all these things, ectoparasital control, the endoparasital control, inside the body parasite, outside the body parasite, vaccination, all these things is very important. Deworming is endoparasites. Ectoparasital treatment is very important. Fleas are very important. So all this, when you bring in a cat and when you visit a doctor is going to tell you of all these precautions. It is going to make your schedule, and you should follow that schedule. You should not miss that schedule. Nowadays doctors do have the database and they would remind you. But we as cat parents, when we have taken a cat into our house, it is our responsibility to take care of all the requirements of a cat, and then it will be a very, very happy relationship. Cat being ill in the house, the family is also not happy. So when there are small precautions which can go a long way, why not take it?
So
So
our next question
is about scratching on sofa and curtains.
Wow.
So
Do these people have a scratching post?
haven't
See, I will
mentioned
tell
I
you.
haven't
I
mentioned
get-
that, but
no,
she
I will tell you.
she scratches on my sofa and curtains.
Purvi, actually, I am a nutritionist, and I have been a nutritionist, a pet nutritionist for last 21 years. So from 1999, I developed this liking. I mean, I was enslaved by a cat. I've been a dog and a cat man. I have been doing a lot of work in dog nutrition, also cat nutrition. But that enslaving, that's something which a cat can do. That enslaving was done in 2016 when I attended a big pet together in Nasik, and from that day I mean, I have been, very amazed with this animal. Amazed because there are so many nitty-gritties of the animal. You learn, you learn so much. You learn so much every day.
Right.
So this
Also,
scratching.
I would like to tell
I
the
would like to
viewers
tell the
that
viewers
Dr.
that
Dhananjay
Dr.
Pandit
Dhananjay
is
Pandit
popularly
is
known as
popularly known as
Catman.
Catman.
Yeah, that is
So,
a name which
how did you get
How
that
did
name,
you
sir?
get that name, sir?
I cannot tell you how. I don't know how I got that name, but that Catman has a role to play. Catman has a role to play to make cat people aware of things, which he has experienced or he knows, and make them aware of vaccinations, make them aware of deworming, make them aware that many a times cat people don't want to go to a vet because they feel the vet vets cannot handle cats. I would say if you don't take the cats to the vet, how he is going to? See, when I started, there were not many cats. There are not many cats, so we were not exposed to cats. So now we are very exposed to cats. We know how to handle a cat. In fact, we know that a cat will require a special clinic. The cat is not happy in a vet's chamber, and it doesn't or his clinic is because of the smell of the dog. Because every other person sitting there is a dog person, and the cats are in
Yes.
stress. It's not the fault of a veterinarian who has one clinic where there is a dog as well as cat. Nowadays, there are many clinics who declare a day as a cat day.
Okay.
So going to a vet is very, very important. So Catman's role is to make them aware of many things. So I do so many presentations, so many things on so many, like gut health, sometimes on nutrition, sometimes on environment, on behavior, many a times on different things in nutrition, maybe sometimes on kidney issues, how not to make a cat starve of water. What will happen if the cat is not drinking water? Like the person who is asking me, my cat is not drinking water. If it is not getting water from the wet food, better show to the doctor. Or I cannot explain what's happening there because I need to know it in totality. How many cats are there? One cat is there. Is there some animosity with somebody in the house? See, a cat can get disturbed because of so many things, and the first thing it will do is not use the litter tray, not use go off the feed, go off the water. So there are so many complexities. So Catman's role is to make people aware and improve the health of the cat, nothing else. Coming back, I am not important. The cats are important. The man is not important. The cat is important, and the Catman is there only for making awareness, nothing else. He has no other expectation. A cat is taken to a vet. A cat is taken care by the pet parent as the cat wants, or maybe he wants to tell the cat parents to think like a cat. Every cat home should have a good relationship between the cat, and it should be like a jodi made in the heaven. So that's the role of a catman.
Bonding.
Yeah, the bonding. That's the role of a catman, nothing else. Regarding scratching, what happens is why the cat wants to scratch. Scratch is a requirement of a cat. Scratching is a requirement of a cat, and the scratching is done because it has to remove that cast from the nail. If you look at wherever it is scratching, you have that smaller cast fallen down. See, when the cat is scratching, it also has a need to stretch. So, secondly, the scratching substance or the substrate where the cat is scratching, is it strong enough for the cat to get that happiness, the pleasure of scratching? See, if you require to scratch, so it's also removing. It's also leaving its smell. It's also leaving the smell. See, a scratching for a cat is relieving of expression of feeling. So, if for example you are a working woman, you are coming back home after 5 hours, the cat will come, a dog will come, jump on you, wag his tail, lick you. A cat will come, see you, turn, would expect you to give her food, not say, but she will maybe meow, go to the scratch pad or the post and go and scratch. She's happy. Now this scratch pad or the post is not tall enough for the cat. If it's a Maine Coon, you really need a very tall scratch board. If it is a Persian, you require a different kind of scratch board. It's an Indie Mau, you require a different kind of scratch board. But the material which is going to scratch has to be strong. Generally, it is made up of sisal. So your sofa has a stronger material where it is getting more pleasure than this scratch board. So even if you bring the most fanciest, the most expensive scratch board for the cat and the material and the height of the second is the sturdiness of the scratch post. If the scratch post is not sturdy, the cat is scratching and it is moving. The cat won't want to do that. Then it will go to your sofa and do it there. Then I know some people who will get the same kind of scratching material and it will put it on the surface where the cat has scratched. So now the same surface, the cat is not again happy. Yes. So it will go and scratch some other part of the same sofa because that is very hard. Then there are vertical scratchers and there are horizontal scratchers. Yes. The cats are vertical scratchers and horizontal scratchers. Maybe your cat has a tendency of doing horizontal scratching also along with the vertical scratching, or it would be only a horizontal scratcher. Then it will require a horizontal scratch board. So when I say think like a cat, think like a cat. This is what you think like. Why is this cat not just go into a stance that why my cat is doing this? Get your answer, correct it, and you will have the happiest of the relationship with the cat.
True.
So most important thing
is like the
tagline of our
chat today.
Yes.
Chat today. Think like a cat.
Think like a cat.
So I think we have answered
most of the questions.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have answered
most of the questions.
So thank you so
much, Doctor,
for joining
Yeah,
us,
sharing
the
important information.
And if there are more questions, you can take these questions. You can mail it to me. I will answer.
Yeah, you can also
DM
the questions. They will be answered.
DM direct message to me.
To you or
just talks page anywhere.
We'll forward the questions.
I mean, you can coordinate that. You can give me if I see, I will answer it.
Sure.
Or you want me to answer, you please give it to me. I will 100% I will answer.
Sure. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
It was a great session.
You liked it?
Loved
I also enjoyed it.
Loved
I hope I was helpful because many of my answers were like, it requires more. So I was also not feeling good about it. But then at least a direction of if everybody, starts thinking like a cat and not talking about, oh, my cat does this to me deliberately. Oh, she doesn't like me. She is always like this. Oh, she knows that she's done a bad thing, but still she wants to do it. So it's not all about, it's all wrong statements. There is something which is making it do it.
True.
So think like a cat.
Yes, think like a cat.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.